came a long way, that's what the song say. And I could do all things, I could do all things. Yeah, I could do all things, yeah. I'm not afraid of the moment, I'm not afraid I can't hold it. I gotta show 'em, gotta get up in the morning. I gotta do it for Kobe, lately I'm on it. Lately I know where I'm going, taking whatever control it. Show me opponents, show me opponents. I got a gift and I'm starting to own it.
Welcome back to another episode of Progressive Hustle. Today we got the homie Jay Worthy. How you doing, homie?
What's up, man? I'm blessed, happy to be out here in the PDX. You feel me?
Ooh, he says it right. He said PDX. How do you know about the PDX?
Man, you know what I'm saying? We doing airport terminology or something.
How many times you been out here?
A lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot. The Northwest is, home to me as well. Where I'm from, west side of Compton, but born in Vancouver. So, I've been all throughout the whole Northwest my whole life. Love it out here.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, it's cool out here, bro. We have a lot of fun, bro. We had a lot of fun last night and tonight, bro.
Oh, man. Wasn't
it's been cool.
We had a good one.
Many little movie scenes.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I never, ever since I've been to Portland, everybody told me, strip clubs. Every time I came out here, I ate hella good food. The hipsters would bring me to the thrift shops or whatever. I would go check out record stores and shit like that, but never went to the strip clubs. Strip clubs is cool, man.
That's what's up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, nah, man. Shit, so what was it like, man, coming up in Compton and shit? How was that?
Man, what you would imagine, you know what I'm saying? All the things you would hear about, being from out there or living out there, or, you know what I'm saying? You're going to go through certain things, you know what I'm saying? And it's on how you deal with it, you know what I'm saying? How you want to jump into it, you feel me? I went head first into certain things, you know what I'm saying? But was able to climb and find my way and, stay focused and, turn a negative into a positive, you know what I'm saying? And keep the hustle going, you feel me? Progressive hustling.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Did you graduate high school out there and shit?
Nah, I came like basically around the same time as that, but I didn't graduate high school out there, nah. But, I've been around since high school out there, yeah.
Hell yeah. How did the music come along?
Music, you know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to be around, like early on in Compton, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, I go back some time, so I don't know if you remember this, but the West Coast was dead kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was predominantly the rap game was driven by the East Coast in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I came around, when I started popping up in Compton 04, 03, 04, 05, it was all East Coast, but Game was the, he the one that brought the West back, and
he did.
Where I'm from out there, that was, my area, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So all of us was the homies I was messing with, they was all coming up under that Black Wall Street thing, you know what I'm saying? So it gave hope and light, oh shit, we could really do this shit. So, everybody that was involved with that is who I was messing with. And, that shit started and ended and, you know what I'm saying? But that was kind of how I got my feet wet. And I was always doing music before, but that was oh shit, we could really do something. And then that took, that didn't happen. And then, just street shit comes into play. I think the second start I got on music was messing with my homies from the Block Stars. And this was a clique out of South Central that ran all the way with my peoples in Vancouver, and this is Mustard was a part of it. My homie Duck Down, rest in peace. This is how I met Joe Moses. A lot of cats, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing music with them, but really wasn't taking it too serious until, until Yams like really got behind me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's the whole Yam story?
So Yams, you know what I'm saying? I met Yams on tour, messing around. Well, this was like in South by Southwest, you know what I'm saying? And you would go out there and try to get on showcases or whatnot. So I went out there and was moving around and doing my thing, and Yams had taken a liking to me. And this is like I was running around with Dash and Reg and my homie CBG. They had that was Young Hawaii Slim and J. Ooh. This is early on, you know what I'm saying? And Yams, we just got along, and then me and Dash did a song. And this is back in the Tumblr days, and Yams had that Lamborghini.com, and basically he put the song, like I did a song in a video with Dash, and he got at me and was like, bro, you got a different sound and something that's tight, and he got behind it and kind of like, gave me the courage, and then I would continue, I was going to work with Sean, who's from Vancouver, and we have London Drugs together.
Mm-hmm.
We developed our own sound, which was really our own, and Yams fucked with it. It's crazy because, representing and being from the West, the sound that I have was embraced, like, I feel like even more in New York. The reason why, I'm with Griselda, the reason why Fool's Gold Records picked me up, the reason why Yams, you know what I'm saying? It was always like Harry Fraud, Alchemist, like these people like fucked with my shit, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I was doing something a little unorthodox musically other than what was going on at the time. At the time, it was a lot of like ratchet shit.
Yeah.
I tried that, it's crazy. The first tape I ever put out was with Mustard. You know what I'm saying? And we just I just had different songs from different studios because I would go with these samples and be like, yo, I just want to rap on this sample with no drums, just loop it. And producers would be like, man, why you want to do that, man? Just rap on this. I got real beats. I'm like, these is real beats too. I'm just telling you what, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I just took whatever songs I had laying around at different studios. Hey, Mustard, that was my boy. Come on, host this tape for me. Let's put it out there. And I did that. And that's how Nima actually from Empire found me. You know what I'm saying?
Nima Fadavi?
Nima and Ghazi. Nima and Ghazi from who own Empire.
Oh, okay,
Empire
never mind. I
Distribution.
thought, because I remember that there was some beat maker or something from the Bay.
Oh, yeah?
Named Nima, so that's
For
what I
real?
thought you were talking
No,
about.
you know who Nima is, who I'm talking about?
No, I don't, though.
You don't know Empire Distribution?
No, I know that, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, you know what I mean?
So
fucking owners
Nima and
co-owners.
Ghazi basically they gave me my distribution, which never came back into play because check this out. So I'm gonna tell you something about this. Samples, right? I'm messing with samples.
Yes, sir.
At this time, it's like SoundCloud. We putting music out for free because I'm thinking, well, I got samples. How am I gonna clear these shits?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't until producers like Alchemist and certain people were putting me on, bro, they only gonna come at you if it's you know what I'm saying, a super popular sample, or if the record does, millions or whatever, then they're gonna come after you. But, I went back to Empire and left the SoundCloud shit alone and started distributing my music and selling it. And, shout outs to Alchemist who put me on and hit me to vinyls, you know what I'm saying, and got me back into the physical market and shit. So, yeah, I learned a lot through that time.
How'd you get linked up with Al?
So Al, I guess the story goes like this. Al, he came up to me at a show. I was hanging out with Mayhem Loren. We was both on Fool's Gold, so he was like, man, pull up to this show. So I'm backstage, and Alchemist come up to me, and he's like, yo, bro. We was out, I don't know where we was at, out of town somewhere, and he was like, yo, how are you here? I'm like, I'm just in town. He's like, yo, you tight? And I'm like, I'm tripping. Yo, that's Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I you know what I'm saying? Look
Hell yeah.
up to the sound, everything. I always told Sean this, and I'm going to tell this on the podcast. I'm somebody that's always spoke things into existence. So I told Sean, I was like, man, with the shit we making, I said the best people we could work with, or like I just thought, I know who would be good to work with. I said Alchemist and Currency. Spoke it into existence. Next thing you know, Al come up to me, fuck with me. He say Earl Sweatshirt and Vince, who's my boys. He said, you know, they come over to the house, they play me your shit, I love it, this and that. So when we got back to LA, you know, I went over to Al's and we started cutting Fantasy Island. You know, with Currency found out about my shit and was posting it heavy, like all the time. Said, this is the only shit I play in my lowriders. I don't play nothing but oldies, but this is the only new music that I play. And this is when we dropped G Worthy. So, you know, I don't know, the music, basically my music, I guess, speak for itself. And, you know, real music heads are people that, you know, fuck with the real shit, reached out, and that's it. You know, everything, all my relationships have been organic. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like, I never been like on no internet shit or like, hey, like, nah, it's gotta be like really in person. And it's crazy. Currency told me this. He was like, man, if I would have known that was you on those songs, he met me at Casey Veggie and him. I can't remember what studio session it was, but we was at some Atlantic Records studio session. But I just, you know, be a fly on the wall. I'm not gonna come up to you and be like, hey, bro, I rap. Check me out.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, man, why didn't you say nothing? I said, man, I'm just a guest, man. I'm just chilling. When it's my time, it'll be my time. Everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Don't force nothing. I don't ever want to. You know what I'm saying? How many times somebody came up to you on the street and said, man, check out my CD and this and that?
It's been a long time since it's happened, but it used to happen a lot.
All right. You know what I mean? And how do you feel? Like, you don't want somebody pushing shit on you that much. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You want to find out on it on your own.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's the better way to do things.
So when it came to like ASAP Yams, did you fuck with the rest of the ASAP dudes too? Or was it just him? Or like after he passed, it was... You kind of lost touch, or how does it work?
Well, Yams was definitely like, you know, the one I was closest to, but nah, for real, I have, you know, me and ASAP 12, that's my brother. I was living in New York for like 2 years. So like when the pandemic started, like 2020 to like the end of 2021, I was in New York, but nah, those is all my bros, for real. Nast, like me and Nast is my bro. He used to come to Vancouver, come chill with me out there. Like, them was really, ASAP Mob is real family, bro. Basically, everybody in the ASAP Mob is family. Embrace me, and they, you know, all hella cool, and we all still stay in touch. I do a lot of work with Pro Club, like, you know what Pro Club is?
Yeah.
So I do like the marketing at Pro Club and, you know, put a lot of the collaborations together. So we did a Cozy Club for the Cozy Boys, ASAP, Lou, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How'd you get the Pro Club situation?
So you want to know what's crazy about that?
Yeah.
I made a song called Pro Club, right?
Right. Because Pro Club is the plain tees that you buy. Yeah.
Staple.
Yeah.
You know this. Like,
yes, sir.
Not just from L.A., all the way down here to Seattle.
Yeah, that's where you go to the swap meet and get them. Yeah.
Come on. You know, and that's a West Coast thing. We got swap meets from San Diego all the way to Washington. You know what I'm saying? So I made a song called Pro Club. I hashtagged them in it. I seen that they followed me, you know. And I looked at their gram, and they only had like 100 followers. And I just like...
Really?
I was like, is this really them? So I hit them, and they gave me the address to the warehouse in the office, and that shit was like right around the corner from my neighborhood. And I was like, what? That shit in the hood? So I pulled up, and, you know, I just conducted business and chopped game and was like, look, I think I could do a lot with the company and with you guys, and let's build, and you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, I've been with them, you know, creating it and making shit happen for the last 3-4 years, something like that.
Okay,
so we then did the YG collab at Complex Con. We did the Shoreline Mafia collab and pop-up at the Slauson. We had the FTP collab going on. We got a lot of different stuff, you know. We was in Vogue recently, so my whole thing was like I always wanted to see Pro Club still keep its roots to what it is, liquor store, swap meets, the essentials, but let's make some other shit and cross over into, you know, the streetwear market and the boutique market. You know,
Not just be plain tees.
yeah, but that's the staple. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I got on right now? I stay in a Pro Club tee. Like, it's still my favorite T-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
So when it comes to like your beat selection and stuff like that, why do you choose those certain type of beats? It's like a lot of like almost like 80s Miami Vice type, you know what I mean, covers and shit.
I think
or
that's
samples.
just,
I mean,
I love that type of music. You
I
know?
love that type of music too, though.
Yeah, like that shit make me feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my turn up music. Like, I put on some 80s funk shit. That shit make me want to step out, party. You know what I'm saying? When I want to be on my smooth player shit, get in the car, you gonna get the more soulful, jazzy type vibes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just preference, and I was raised on you know, a lot of old, you know, that's what was in the household. I listened to nothing but soul and funk, and that's honestly a lot of that shit came from the big homies, you know, just pulling up on their hogs or in their low riders, and me just loving those beats, and always wanted to. I would hear that shit and just be on the block rapping over Earth, Wind, Fire, just
Right.
you know, kind of like how Ghostface did on the Delphonic shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, it's just in me. It's the shit I like.
And then how did like the London Drugs come about?
So London Drugs, you know what I'm saying? That's Sean. You know, he was in Vancouver. He was like the only, like, you know, he was messing around. He was getting like placements for like Jada and certain things, and he had a studio in New York called Blast Off Productions, and that was kind of the only person I knew from out there that was dope at making beats. And when I came, like I told you, I would come to other producers. I'm in LA trying to get the shit going, and they trying to give me the beats they want me to rap on. He was the only one that I came with the idea, like, bro, I just want to rap over these loops. Take this oldie and loop it. Don't add no drums to it. Just let me bust. And, you know, he came from a sample background. You know, all the OG producers, bro, was all fucking with samples like early on, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like all the shit that I like coming up. You know, I'm a big Cube fan. I'm a big, I don't know, just all the 90s shit I came up on, like a lot of that shit was samples. That's how I found out a lot about oldies, because I'd look and be like, in the CDs, contains a sample of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How did the name come about?
That shit came from sipping juice, you know what I'm saying? I came out there, I was heavy on the juice, and he was like, yo, we can get juice right over the counter, you know what I'm saying? And that was the only brand that was tasted good. So, you know, his wife came with the name as like a joke, you know, for the group. And we just like ran with it, you know, it sounded cool. Like I said, it's like taking like CVS and making that the group name or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So London Drugs is like a Canadian pharmacy for real.
Did you guys have any issues?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had to change it. That's why it's abbreviated LNDN DRGS. You know, before it was the whole shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
What was so when did you start like really like taking music super serious? Did it just like kind of like hit off right away and then you started like instantly booming, or was it a long process for you?
I think it was a process, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think like I also had to find my sound and know what I sounded good on, and like I want to, you know, I come from the era where you got to be original, you know?
Yeah.
You got to have your own style. I ain't trying to sound like nobody else or anything. So once I found that and had my own shit and something that I loved, then I was confident I wanted to push it and do it. But it was early. Like, this is how I would do it, bro. I would like, oh shit, put something out. Then somebody would hit me and be like, oh, a blog posted this. I said, what's a blog? Oh, this is a blog. It's a music blog. I look, Okay, who's the writer? I'd look at the writer, find their email, and send them shit like, hey, I got a new video or a new song, and like, you know what I'm saying? Just like constantly, just hustling basically, bro. And to the point where like, you know, after Yams gave me that first cosign, and A-Track. I told Sean, he had a Twitter. I didn't even have the login to the London Drugs Twitter. And I said, A-Track following us. I said, give me the login to this shit. I DM'd him. I said, hey, bro, yeah, I want to play you some music. He said, I just moved to L.A. I pulled up on him. I played him the project, and I said, look, man, I'm trying to put this out. And he said, done deal. We're going to put it out on Fool's Gold. And it just happened like that. You know what I'm saying? So the rest is history. That led to Empire and to me, you know, doing collaborative EPs and building the catalog and putting out music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what is Fool's Gold?
Fool's Gold Records is A-Track's label, you know what I'm saying? At the time, it was, you know, when I was over there, it was a big deal. It was like Action Bronson, Danny Brown, me. They had, I don't know, other artists, but it was like some shit. It was a stepping stone for sure, and it was like a big deal to be a part of that. Put me on festivals, gave me notoriety, it gave me a publicist. They moved me to New York, put me up in an apartment. Like, it was life-changing shit for sure. So that was like 2015, 2016. I looked at Sean and I told him, I said, nah, this ain't a hobby no more, bro. This is like real life. I'm trying to go all the way in with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, so like, have you just mainly been in the States with your music, or have you been going overseas and shit like that?
I've gone to Japan, you know. Japan was amazing. The first time I was like signing autographs. I went out there with Lil Kiki from the Screwed Up Clique.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and my boy Les from Houston.
I like that.
And we went out there and did a couple shows, and I was just like, shit. You know, I was tripping. I would like go to like the record store out there. They have like J-Worthy vinyls, and I would walk down the street, and people would ask me for photos. This is like 2017, so that shit blew my mind. Other than that, I went to London and I fucked with the homie Giggs. You know who Giggs is? Oh, Giggs huge. You know, you probably heard of me on a lot of Drake songs and shit, but he like the guy in London. So he brought me out there, put me on my first radio show with Tim Westwood. First time I ever had to like freestyle on a show and shit. You know, all this shit like kind of just happened more than recently, because before that I was running around with the Nosta, you know what I'm saying, hopping out of cars, doing crazy shit, and life was like, I don't know, it didn't really seem like shit was gonna happen. So when it did start happening, I was like, okay, I got a purpose and I gotta do something, and I gotta make sure that I go back to my community and uplift them and push them in the right direction. You know, bringing Vice to the hood and doing Noisy Bompton and getting Kendrick on board and just different shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm on now. Like, you know, Monday we got the turkey giveaway in the city. You know what I'm saying? And just working with the youth and working in the community and trying to push this positive shit. You feel me?
Yeah. How'd you get linked up with like Griselda and those dudes?
Shit, so that Griselda relationship all basically happened at Alchemist's house. You know what I'm saying? When I was recording my album, Griselda was just starting to bubble too.
Yeah.
And then that's like when Al found out about them, and I'd already knew about them. So me and Gunn had already been talking. So then like when Al was like, oh shit, you know Gunn, yeah, all of y'all should just come together. So the same time I was working with Al, Gunn and them started. If you really like think about it, out of this new shit, like I might have been like one of the first to drop like a project with Al, and like the newer, like now Al's going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Gibbs, fucking Larry, you got the one Rock, Boldy, like all that, but like, you know, I came in, but that was like, it all happened around that same time, 2016. And that was the first tour I went on. Griselda brought me on the tour. We was thugging, you know, Sprinter vans and making it happen. That's when I met Prodigy and Rake One and all the East
Oh,
Coast.
Prodigy was still alive at the time.
Prodigy was still alive, and the craziest shit is I dropped that project with Alchemist, and he came up to me. He was like, "Yo, son," we was in New York at Webster Hall, legendary place to perform. First show of the tour, and I look, we backstage, is everybody there, Jada Kiss, fucking Styles P, Break One, fucking Helter Skelter, you name it, all the like New York legends. And Pito, right? He not even talking to nobody, nothing, man. It's packed. It's like a fucking holding tank. Like it's fucking packed. But he over there just smoking, but then he see me like what? And he come up to me like, yo, son, you ill. That shit you did with Al is ill. So he's like, yo, man, yeah, like take my line. And I gave him my line and we exchanged, bro. We had a few days off in New York before we went and continued the tour. And he hit me and he was like, yo, come over to the pad. Like, what you doing? Like, let's record. So, you know, he called me to work, but then he hit me and he was like, man, I ain't feeling too good. Or I can't remember what it was, but, you know, and he passed like a few days after that, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah. It feels like all the people like Yams about to put me on passes. P, here, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I was like, that's fucked up, man. But, you know, Prodigy is a huge influence for me, obviously. And, yeah, you know, it was tight that I got to meet him and that he embraced me like that for sure.
Hell yeah. How did the Larry June collabs come about?
All Mitchie Slick, my partner Mitchie Slick, he put us together. Me and Larry did a show in San Diego. Me and Larry became boys like instantly, you know, because Slick my boy like that, and that was his, like, you know, him and Slick got a lot of history. And then it just so happened when Larry moved back to LA, he ended up moving in my fucking apartment building. And then that was it, you know, we was hanging out every day recording, and, you know, we just built a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Like real best friends type shit. We just see eye to eye on a lot of shit. Been through a lot of the same shit. Came from the same, you know, past history in the streets and shit like that. So, you know, it's only right. You feel me?
Is he like your favorite collab that you've done?
To be honest, I would say so because I really love Larry's music and I respect his shit. And he was one of the first people like that got the London Drugs shit. Like I could send him shit and he'd send it right back. Like some people I send that old 80s sounding shit to and they'd be like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. They don't know how to rap on it. He'd come and do his like 1, 2, 3. One thing about me I keep so hit DC when the baby was slow. Like he got it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit, that album we did, the 2 Peas in a Pod, them songs is like 5 years old, some of them. You know what I'm saying? The one with Jim Jones that I put on there is fucking about 10 years old, my verse and the beat. And Jones, somebody I go way back with. You know, Jones came to the hood early on, and that's somebody I got a really close relationship to. And when I went out to New York, you know, I lived in Harlem. You know, Jones, that's my brother. You know, that's somebody that, you know, put me on his album and, you know, made me do a hook and did the video with me, like, you know, showed mad love, you feel me? Like, that was a big deal for me. Like, you know, we were around the same age in high school, motherfucking Diplomats was everything.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is like superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit didn't even seem possible. So for me, like, the way who I've collaborated with and who I do music with, like, when I do shit, like, I got an album with Cocaine. That blew my mind. Songs with Crazy Bone. Working on things with Cube and his son. These is the shit. These is the things that like make me happy. You know, this is I look at it and I'm like, shit. The younger me is like proud as fuck.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if, like, you know, all this other shit going on. I just stay in my own lane, man. I don't compete with nobody. I'm in my own lane. I don't consider myself a rapper or even the music I make. The music I make is funk. You know, music I make is jazz. I just be happen to rhyme and talk shit over them motherfucking instruments.
Yeah. No, I feel
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
So out of all the tours you've done and like everywhere you've gone, where's like your favorite place to travel to?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Japan is amazing. I can't wait to go back to Japan. It's like my favorite place I've been to for sure.
Why?
The food, people are polite, it's clean, very respectful, and it's like the future.
Mm-hmm. You go to Tokyo?
Yeah, hell yeah. So, you know, in the fashion, like I love like Japanese raw denims. I was on Evisus.
Yeah, I just got a pair of
You
Evisus.
know,
I love Evisus.
all of that back in the day, babe. Like all of that shit.
Yeah.
I was on that early because
Yeah, ice cream and shit like
all
that
of
back in
that.
the day when they actually had a skateboard team and shit. Yeah,
I still dress
no,
like
that was
that.
like my favorite shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that shit back in the day. I loved it so much. I just recently bought a pair of Evisus,
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. But
baggy ones, you know. But yeah, man, shit. I mean, to me, bro, just loving music and all kinds of like like specifically like rap.
Yeah.
Cause like growing up, like I got like a Big L tattoo. You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
yeah, no, like Big L's like was my favorite rapper growing
Right.
up. You know what I mean? Definitely top
Right.
5 dead. You know.
right.
And like listening to like the Stretch and Bobbito freestyles and just like being so like a student of like the game, like learning how to do hand styles and skipping school to write graffiti and like you know what I mean, like breakdancing, like all that. I never did no breakdancing, but just
But you was
understanding
coming up
it.
in that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Watching Wild Style.
Mm,
Watching
yes.
Star Wars,
Yes,
Beat
exactly.
Street. I came from the same shit. So I'm a student of the game.
Yeah,
So I
so
appreciate shit on a different
exactly,
level than some of
exactly.
these, you know, other people. I really love this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it means more to me, you know, than when I get to work with certain people or
Right, and
you
and,
know.
and that honestly makes you so versatile and makes you adapt to almost any type of situation when it comes to music because you could literally collab with anyone, and that's one of the things that I noticed about like Mitchie Slick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He collabed with like it's like Mitchie Slick is like just like a
Gangsta
gangster
shit,
rapper,
but
but
strong
he's
arm
yeah
steady.
he's on hip hop fucking just like crazy like he's
Man.
doing fucking songs with like what the
Like
fuck
Mad Lib type beats
yeah
and
yeah
shit.
yeah he's doing songs with Jay Dilla like what the
Right.
fuck are you doing on a Jay Dilla song Mitchie Slick.
from Linkin Park doing songs with Jay
Yeah,
Dilla.
like
Blows
bro, that's
my
like
mind.
as legendary as it can get, bro. Like Jay Dilla, there's no better. You know what I mean? That's God tier, and then Mitchie Slick's on a like so fucking kudos to him. You know what I mean?
and that's the type
But
of
that's
shit
the
I
thing
try to
about
be
you.
on.
No, that's the
Yeah.
type of shit you are on, dude. To be able
Yeah.
to fuck with Griselda, to be able to be fucking with Currency,
Me and Sadat
to be able to
X
be
got
fucking.
songs together.
Yeah, I mean,
Feel
yeah,
me?
come on, like Sadat X, that's so old, bro. Like, what the,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy. But to be fucking with Alchemist and Griselda and like, bro, that shit's wild,
Still
bro.
got songs with Lil No pushing the
Yes, sir.
you know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying?
Making songs, yeah, little no,
Good
like
peoples, though.
bringing it back to the hood and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
my boy, man.
like being able to integrate it all together, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
appreciate it.
much love, bro. Like yeah, it's cool, bro. I like that. Even at night watching you perform and shit, I was just like, that's just cool. I like it. I appreciate you coming out, bro, and fucking with us, bro.
It's all
Shit,
love,
we don't
bro.
have to end it yet, but I mean, we
Oh, no,
can. You know what I
no,
mean?
hell no.
But
Whatever you
yeah,
wanna do,
nah.
we can keep it
So
going.
what do you got planned next, bro? What's the next move?
Shit, next move for me, you know, this next year upcoming, you can expect me and Rock Marcy, you know, Rock Marciano. We got a project about to drop in the new year. Me and Dame Funk, you know what I'm saying? We got the active part 2 to what me and Sean started, and you're gonna expect another Alchemist project too in the new year. So a lot of shit, man, just steadily growing, trying to stay on the road, trying to start. You know, I'm heavily involved. Like I've been embraced by a lot of clothing and fashion shit. So, as you see, like Palace keeps me laced, Supreme keeps me laced. like some of the best brands, all the shit that I would want to be laced by.
Yeah, there's
So
another thing, bro. Supreme, one of the, like the best,
Yeah,
like
you know.
growing up watching kids and shit.
Yeah.
You leaving? All right,
Where
bro.
you going? Y'all gonna handle some shit? All right, yeah.
All right, no, hit me,
Hey.
bro. Be safe.
All right.
Yeah. Well, he's not leaving now. Shit. I thought you was leaving. Interruption.
Yeah, man. So you know that's what's going on in the new year. A lot of good new music. We're gonna stay on. We're gonna stay traveling, and I'm gonna really start building this clothing line shit. You know, and I'm glad. You know, I don't do a lot of interviews. I like to keep the shit exclusive because you can appreciate this. It's like back in the day, bro. Let me just say this. Tupac, for example.
Right.
How many interviews does Tupac have, bro? You got the Vibe one, and the other shits is just little clips here and there.
Yeah, when he's like walking along the beach
like
and
little
shit.
2
Yeah,
minutes here and
yeah.
there. Yeah, the one in Venice with the white bitch. The more you whore yourself out to do shit like that, and everybody get the same story, and we can go, it's accessible. It's like, well, nah, man, you this is a privilege to get to know me. I'm a private person.
Yeah.
I'm ill for real. I know I am, and I know who I fuck with and who fuck with me. I'm a street legend. When I say that, it's like you had to know who I am in the streets before any of this fucking Instagram shit. You had to know who Lil No was in the streets. You had to know who B-Rule was. You had to know who Tall Dre was, certain homies. You understand this? Fuck all this social media shit, bro. We've been around before this. I've been... we've been cool and been the popular motherfuckers that's been out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, they know, people know the real, man. So I don't give a fuck about this shit. I like to make money quietly, peacefully. I like my privacy. I like to go wherever I want, and do what I want. And I'm gonna continue to just move in the way I do. I don't, the limelight is whatever. I go and do it because I have to, but I appreciate it when I can sit down with somebody like you and keep it 100.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you fucking with us, bro.
Yep.
What is what's like your next big collab that you got going on, like musically?
I just named those ones. Those ones was pretty big to me.
No, like that you got like future ones that you plan on doing. Like you plan on doing anything with like Action Bronson or?
I mean, that's my boy.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys haven't dropped something together because it's like
that's what I'm saying. I got
so
real friendship.
similar in a way.
Action
You know what I
will
mean?
call me and have me pull up to the hotel, and when he in town or wherever, and I don't even smoke weed, and I'll be there, and he got his little butter and dabs and all that. We just hang out and chop game. Big Body Best, like one of my best friends. That's my brother in this
He's
shit.
so funny.
He was just at my house like 2 days ago. He just left. So, like a lot of shit is be like real friendship.
Yeah.
Like YG, that's a personal friend of mine. We call each other, check on each other. I might go out and function, but it ain't all about like, when the music happened, it happened. It's not my main agenda, you feel me? I'm gonna figure it out on my own, but, it's a lot. I got a lot of different shit. I got a lot of surprises for the new year that people will be like, oh shit, we didn't see that coming. So you're gonna see some big shit soon.
When's your next project dropping?
Griselda 2023. I don't know the date, but just be ready for it.
You gonna be hitting on going on a tour?
Griselda camp and some more and some legends and man, all type of shit, man. Ain't no telling what I got up my sleeve, man.
Right.
It's a lot of shit going on, man.
What about you in June? Are you guys gonna be dropping any new shit?
Got shit going on. We never not working. As soon as I get back tomorrow, I'm in there with June and we creating.
That's pretty dope, bro. Because I heard some over talking, like you know what I mean, for how exclusive he is now, for him to still be to not like change on you at all.
Not at all.
That's player.
My brother.
That's real player.
He told his management, they were like, man, you should probably drop your solo album and shit like that now that your buzz is all the way up here. Nah, fuck that. I'm dropping 2 peas in a pod with my brother Jay Worthy.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
But he understand it though. Like, we brothers and he love what I do. And it feels good when you get it with your brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's up, Larry? You already know what it is, man. We finna go stupid. You already know, P.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, bro. Where can they find you at?
You know, at jworthy142, Instagram, Twitter. That's about it, you know. Tap in with me. Self-managed, self-marketing, self-everything. Hit Doe Networks up if you want to book me for a show. That's about it.
Okay, man. Well, shit, I appreciate your time, homie. Thank you big time, bro.